Hello everyone, welcome back to Thailand, Morna Beach with me, Wutt. If you recall a couple of videos ago, I said what I wanted to do was exchange my UK driving licences for a Thai bike licence and car licence and take you on the journey with me. Anyway, I'd started the journey, but it got so complicated so very quickly, so I thought I'd stop, explain to you what happened, and then when I do start the process again, of course, I'd take you with me. But I just don't understand. It's the same content creators. They take their paperwork, they take everything with them, they go to the office, they get their appointment, they get their driving licenses, all very happy. Again, they go to the ANFA office, they get their yellow book and pink card, no problem at all, straight in, straight out. Go to the passport office to get the visa sorted, straight in, straight out. I don't know, I'm just so unlucky. I could fall in a bucket of titties and come out sucking my own thumb. Nothing kind of works for me. So my friends know that I'm really unlucky. And this is, again, trying to get a driving licence has proved to be the same thing. Anyway, I'll catch you up after the intro. But before I get there, I just want to thank the 177 people that just looked at my video last week on ban of alcohol and Dharma Day. I know 177 to some content creators is just a drop in the ocean, but I was so honoured and flattered that people actually watched my channel. So thank you so much. Really means a lot. And also a special shout out to the person that left me the comment. Made my day. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. All I do ask is that going forward, if you could just like and subscribe, that will really help with my numbers. But again, thank you so much, and I'll see you after the intro. Bye. Hello and welcome back from the intro. As promised, I'm going to explain to you how far I got trying to get my driving licenses in Thailand without the help of an agent. So the first thing I did was go to the Department of Land Transport, the DLT, and I went to Chatuchak, where everybody goes, as you know. So, like a good Boy Scout, I went prepared. So I took copies. When I was there, they said I needed 2 copies of everything, one for my driving license for the car and one for the bike license. So I obliged. So first thing they wanted was copies of the second page of my passport, plus the entry stamp and the non-O part. Did that. I also gave them the copy of my passport that I got from the embassy with the red stamp. Although that wasn't the original, it was just a copy because I had to hand the original over when I got the translation done for the yellow card, for the pink card and the yellow book. So I didn't have that. Also, I took copies of my yellow card and the Tabby and Barn book. Perfect. So far, so good. So then, other documents they wanted obviously was the copy of the UK driving licence front and back, and then obviously copies of the international driving permit front page and the last 2 pages. One had the categories on it and one's got the stamps on it, and obviously the photograph of myself, and again a copy or 2 copies of my medical certificate. So far so good, or I thought. This is when the problem started. I was told my passport and driving license, my name was printed in English on those licenses, and then on my yellow Tabby and Barn and the pink ID card, my name was written and printed in Thai. So then they gave me 2 options. Option 1, I'd need to go to the British. So option 1, if I use my Tabby and Barn and pink ID card, I'd need to go to the British Embassy in Bangkok to get them to authenticate with the red stamp, and additionally my passport would also need to be re-authenticated with a red stamp. Additionally, I'd need to go to the immigration office for proof of address and then return to the above office in 1 month with a new medical certificate as mine would have expired. Option 1. Option 2 was to use my passport. I'd need to go to the British Embassy in Bangkok to get them to re-authenticate my passport with a red stamp. Additionally, I'd need to go to immigration office for proof of address and then return in 1 month with a new medical certificate because obviously mine would have run out. So which was the less of the 2 evils? Anyway, so when I got back and I was explaining to my friends this is the situation, they said, well, actually, that kind of doesn't sound right. So why don't we try another place? So we did. So we went then to the Department of Land Transport, the DLT, and we went to Nonthaburi Province 1. So again, I went armed with the same documents, but this time I was told I only need one copy of everything for both, for the for the bike and the car license. Just only want one, not two, but one. So again, I provided them copies of the passport with the second stage and the entry stamp on the non-O. Again, I gave them the copy of my passport, which was authenticated with a red stamp. Again, it wasn't the original because the original had already been passed over. And then I gave them copies of my yellow tabby and barn book and my pink ID card. I also gave them copies of my UK driving licence, again front and back, and copies of the driving permit front, and the last 2 pages, again the categories with photographs and a stamp, and a copy of my medical certificate, expecting them to say, yeah, you need to do one of 2 options. However, they said, yeah, fine, we're happy with all this. Can you come back in 2 weeks and then you could do the next process? So I think the moral to this story is if you get rejected at another place or one place, then try again. I don't know why they don't kind of sing off the same hymn book, but in my case, I'm glad they didn't. So yeah, it was a lot of running around to go to 2 different offices, but yeah, can't work it out. But say the first time I was unlucky, fell in a bucket of titties, come out with me thumb being sucked, and again then went to the second one and everything's fine. So most of the story, as I say, is just keep trying. Anyway, I'm going to go back in a couple of weeks' time and I will take you with me. Anyway, so it was just a short one. But anyway, thank you for coming on this little bit of the journey and I will see you next time. Anyway, take care everyone. Bye.